welcome back to my channel. I have another video for you guys. I know, crazy. Today we're gonna talk about Lemax Spooky Town, or I should just say Spooky Town or Halloween Village Town, because that's technically the theme, but I have all Lemax pieces. I mean, again, I think they're more accessible to me, and so that's what I have the most. They're also in more budget friendly for me, some pieces, not everything of course, than like Department 56, which is the other one. But I'm gonna share with you guys all my pieces that I purchased this year. I started in January collecting here and there, but in the past month I think I rapid fire bought a bunch of stuff. So it's been it's been a little bit tricky trying to save, but the reason I wanted to start early is because as soon as the season kicked in, things kind of go up in price. So I'm going to share with you guys my what I got, and then after we can chat a little bit and then discuss the rest so that you guys don't have to waste your time. But anyways, let's get started. Let me show you my Okay, we're in my garage now. Please don't judge me. I have a lot of things and they're all stored and they're a bit messy, and right now I took things out because I wanted to share some of the ones that I got, which is insane on its own. But today we're just gonna show you guys my Spooky Town stuff. So let's get through some of these things. Now, all of these stuff I did buy eBay, maybe Poshmark, Mercari. So I will, if I remember the prices, I will let you guys know as we go, okay? So the first one I got was Wanda's Cupcakes. I'm pretty sure I got this off Mercari. It was like $15, I want to say, because some of the pieces are broken off, or not broken off, but they're just detached because the glue of these things are so fragile. So I will be gluing this back. I think I got a good deal. I love witches things, and as you can see, I have a few witch stuff that I bought. I love it, and so witch theme is a little part of my Spooky Town vibe that I go for. And then I did get these histories. Basically it's just a little scene. You have your trick-or-treaters with these spooky trees. Now it's supposed to light up. It does not. This is a project. I'm pretty sure I paid like $10 for this. It's a project because I'm gonna figure out how to get the wires working. So I like it. I think I might be able to even add lights myself and make it work, but yeah, it just doesn't turn on, but it's okay. This is another one that I said was like witchy related, and basically it's just a little moon with the kitties, very cute. As you can see, it was $10. I think I paid like $9 or $8 for it. Doesn't matter. With shipping and stuff, it was probably like $12 or $13. But it doesn't light up, and these two are my project to be fixed. I somehow got a bug of like, yeah, I think I can fix these, and I'm gonna fix these, so whatever. It is what it is. Then the other one that I got was this one. This I paid like $25, I think. Actually, this was a pickup here in my neighborhood, so I met up with them. I picked it up. I have this delusion that I also want to build a trick-or-treating lane, and by delusion I mean I have absolutely no space, so I don't know when I'm gonna put this trick-or-treating lane up, but I figured I picked it up because it was a good deal. And B, as you know, with Lemax, when things go, like, you know, when they retire, the prices just go up, and then it's hard to find if you ever want to have them back. And so I don't know if this year I'm gonna build a trick-or-treating lane. Most likely not, to be completely honest, but I figured I'd pick it up and then just, you know, save it for when I am ready to display it. This is the delusion of, you know, some of us villagers and Spooky Town people. We buy pieces and we might not display them right away, but you know, we can collect them. Then the next one, it says $50. It actually was not. This was $10 off Mercari. This is the Franklin Residence. I think one of the pieces are a little bit loose, but, or, you know, became unglued, but it's super easy to fix. No big deal. The house looks great. Again, this is when my obsession became of like, hey, I want to build a trick-or-treating lane. That sounds like a good idea, Rebecca. Let's start collecting pieces. So this was like, I sort of got like $10, and then the shipping was super reasonable. So yeah, so another cool eBay purchase. So this is my first eBay purchase ever. I randomly went on eBay one day and was like, what's going on, you know? And they had a you know how they put things on like bids and stuff. So I bid on this. I think I paid with shipping and everything like $45. This building goes for about $120. It is maybe like a year or two old. It's not that old, so you can still find these. The only thing is that it does make a little bit of a noise. It works, everything, and then some of the pieces came like loose. Again, super easy to glue. I'm not afraid of like gluing things back together, but it was seriously such a good deal, and I won on this. And I think I bought it during January, so again, look early on in the year for these pieces. You might be able to find them basically right after the season is over. That's when you kind of want to start looking, because people might just, you know, get rid of things, and this was one of them. So like I said, more twin witchy themes. Again, that's like one of my main displays town things that I like from Lemax. And so I have this witch hat, Helga's hat store, very cute. Got it off eBay. I think it was only like $20 to $25. It doesn't come with the cable, so I took a gamble on if it was gonna work or not, but it does work. So very excited that I got one that's working, and I thought it was a good deal. I think you know, these are retired, so they're kind of hard to find, and people sometimes ask for a lot of money, so you just gotta shop around, see, and wait for the good deals to pop open. Or pop up basically. And then I got some carnival pieces, as you guys can see. This one again came from eBay. Once I got the hotel one, I just went on a rampage. I just started looking for ones to buy. I paid $35 for this one. Yeah, like less than $35, I'm pretty sure. One of the children is detached. I also have to glue them, which is not a big deal. It said that it was working, but it didn't come with the cable, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna take a gamble on it. But it works. It works. I was so excited. I was like, thank God it works. Because, you know, shopping on eBay, that was one of the scary risks from it. And then I found my holy grail. So for us spooky collectors, we always have one that we want or we look for. And this was one of them. I didn't think I was gonna find it. So all the ones that are on now are selling for 200 plus, like 250, 300. People are crazy. They're asking for a lot of money. I did pay up for this one. So this is the only one that I paid. This is the most I paid for a building. I'm pretty sure I paid like 150 for it. But it's fully functioning. The only thing is it does make a little bit of noise. So I was very disappointed because it didn't come with a description. But I was just, you know what, I just didn't want to ship it back. I just decided to keep it. And but it's in perfect condition. It lights up. The little you know, the little ride thing moves around, and so I was very excited to find it and very excited to have it. Just a little bit disappointed that it makes a little bit of noise, but as of right now it's fine. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not gonna get anything like perfect, but this was one of my, like, you know, holy grails kind of thing of like spooky town. So I was excited that I got one. And then another one that I think I paid like $40 for this one. It was actually a really good deal, maybe a little bit less. It's a little train, Jekyll and Hyde, you know, like a lion train. It's so cute. It doesn't go too far and just kind of goes, you know, in a circle. You can buy, not in a circle, in a straight line, but you can buy more tracks just to, you know, make it bigger and had it go around in a circle, which I might end up doing. But for my space, I think the straight light might be the only way I can actually display it. I love the train. I wish I can have a train. Actually, the train is another one of my wants list, but right now I just don't have the space. So unless I get a really good deal, I will purchase it again to bank it. But I really can't display it. So as I see people sell them, but again, they're not that great of a deal, and so I'm just gonna wait and see if I can get a really good deal on it and purchase it when I do. But anyways, this one works perfectly. It has like noise, everything. It's so cute. So love it. And look at the little people in there. It's really, really cute, guys. So I'm excited to display this one. I'm pretty sure this year I'll be able to fit it in my theme, because I do have kind of like a downtown, like spooky theme, like stores. And then I do have a pumpkin patch. That's my other major theme in my town, which is a pumpkin patch. And this year's pumpkin patch got a bunch of pieces. And then there was another one that I really liked. So I actually like this theater. I know there's a new one being sold right now, but I did like this one better. I was hoping to find one at a good deal. I think I paid 50 bucks for this, or 60 bucks. Yeah, around that price. The only thing is it doesn't have any noise. I think it does have a music track. There's probably a way to fix it. I don't think I'm gonna be that adventurous and try to fix it. You can definitely find these on a good deal, because I literally, once I purchased this one, I want to say like a month later, I saw somebody put one up for like 60 bucks as well, plus shipping. But it was all perfect condition, like the noise and everything worked, and I kind of was like, damn, I should have just waited and got one that was in perfect condition, because mine is missing like some of these like tombstones, which actually I'm not mad about, because I don't kind of like that. They don't really fit in the downtown for me. But and then this is detached. Like I do have to glue some of the parts back, but it does light up. Like this goes in a, like that works, everything lights up. So I just have to attach certain things, and then maybe paint the area where the little tombstones are missing, because I don't think I'm gonna put anything there. And I kind of don't like the tombstones in the downtown, but again, that's just my preference. And then there is Samantha's costume store, which I was hunting down for a bit. I actually recently saw it on somebody else's like town, and I was like, I need it. The colors for this, everything just looks so well in like a downtown spooky town. And so I went on a hunt to find it. Obviously it's a retired piece, so I could not find it. Everybody wanted like $80-$75, and I was like, well, you know, I'm not like in a I'm not like an urgent need to buy kind of thing. But I did pay up a little bit. I think I paid like 50 bucks for this one. Like, yeah, like $50-$45, something along the lines. Yeah, less than 50 for sure. And I did see the other day somebody had posted one to sell for like about $40. So, you know, keep your eye on eBay. You can find good deals. This came in perfect condition. Everything's here. Yeah, I love it. So I just can't wait to display like these, my pumpkin ones. I literally can make a whole new town with everything that I got this year, which is insane. Back there I have all of my collection, but I will be downsizing. Like I'm getting rid of the grocery store. I have actually these two. I'm getting rid of the graveyard scene. Is like the what is this? The zombies, because I don't have a zombie theme in my town, so it doesn't make sense. I had purchased this like bar scene. Let me show you. And it works and everything. A few pieces are detached, but it's not a big deal. I can glue those back up. But I'm gonna get rid of it because it doesn't fit with my display this year, or I think from now on. So I will be probably getting rid of that one. And then I did have, so over here too, this one has a bunch of like little, like the villagers and just accessories. And I love villagers. So I have an obsession with villagers. I want every single one that they've ever made, just because I love villagers. I did pick up this one. This was like $10 as well. From eBay. It came in this like literally like, this is how they shipped it. And I don't know how it survived, but it did, and I'm glad. But I was so worried when I opened it. I was like, oh no, this is gonna be broken, but it's not. Yeah, it's like a hayride, you know. There's like the kids are hiding. I mean, the kids was hiding. You have like, they're spooked out, they're all in costumes. Absolutely love this piece. So it's gonna look great in my pumpkin patch. Do I have space for it? Probably not, but we'll see how I put it on. Let me see if I can get some of my other things open so I can show you guys, because I got so many. Okay, so I just pulled this out. So this I had from like other years, and I have not used it, so whatever. I need this year I'm gonna do better organization on it as I take things out, because yeah, so right now I just threw things in a drawer, but most of the time they're kind of packaged in another area, and I'll show you in a second. I got this bridge. This was $1 off eBay. I just paid the shipping, which was like, I don't know, like $7. I did buy other things from the seller, so it was like a really good deal. I think I paid like $25 for like these other Christmas decorations and stuff. But yeah, this technically cost $1, and then I just paid the overall shipping for everything, so I thought it was a good deal. And then I have one of my favorite pieces, because I love kitties. This is the Black Cat Adoption Day. I paid $20 maybe for this piece. I've been searching for it. A lot of people want a lot of money, so again, keep your eye out. It looks in perfect condition. You see the kitties in there and a little box of kittens. I'm obsessed. I love it. So again, love my witches, but I also love my cats, so I have that. I did buy the Mickey you know, Halloween Town. It's broken, which is why it's here, because I have to fix it, but yeah, that's another story. This I bought from Michael's when after Halloween sale. I recommend to wait to buy like not any, I guess this last year they had a lot, but they did have a lot of like the accessories, like the fixtures. So this was like $2 from Michael's, because honestly, technically if you buy it from any other vendor, they are like $3, so don't pay too much. This one has, see how I bought so many little people? Oh, honestly, I don't want to open these up, but these are little pumpkins. Let me show you the ones on the bottom. I have this kid right here, bobbing for heads. Again, great for my, what is it, my pumpkin patch. Yeah, but again, I love trick-or-treaters, or the townspeople, you can all say. He's a kitty. How freaking cute is that? And then I got this kid eating the candy with the doggy. I love me some animals, so I just love it. The dog is going to town with the candy. Like, yes, get it, love it, all for it. And then I did get, this one's from Mercari. I think I paid like 15 bucks for this scene. I thought it was so cool. I love these scenes for like a fair kind of thing, like my pumpkin patch. It's Monster Studios. You got Frankie taking some pictures, only $1. What a deal. You got a witch and you got a trick-or-treater. Like, I love this. This is so cute. And then down here, being smashed by these boxes, I gotta be careful. I got more trick-or-treaters. I'm so obsessed. So this came in a set. I believe the zombie and then the kitties for like, I don't know, maybe 20 bucks. But I didn't have these and I needed it. Look at this dog. How freaking cute. So we have firefighter and a fairy and a princess. Like, I love this. This is so cute. Or a butterfly, actually. It's a butterfly. But yeah, really cute. Love me trick-or-treaters. Yeah, and it came with these kitties. They're in, what is, I thought it was dynamite, but it's just actually wine. Oh, I know this. This is from one of the houses that have like a wine cellar, like a Dracula wine cellar scene. So yeah, this is cool. I didn't even realize it. So yeah, we got some kitties. They are drunk with the wine bottles. And then these are zombies. This is I'm gonna sell this because I don't need zombies. Oh, the arm broke. I didn't even realize it. But I don't do zombies, and it just, you know, yeah. So I'm gonna get rid of those. These came here, and then I want to open these, but they're all still wrapped up very nicely. But basically, there are a bunch of trick-or-treaters in there as well. Let me quickly show you. I just get these like bins, and they have, well, if you can see the bubble wrap, they're basically all my townspeople, all bubble wrapped and then safely in this little boxes. So all my accessories, town pieces, they go in here. My trees and everything like that go in here. So I need another one to store all my other ones, although I might keep some kind of setup with this little drawer thing, because I have a few more. But yeah. Okay, now that you guys saw my collection, not too bad, right? Not terrible. I didn't buy like 100 pieces, but almost. No, just kidding. But I wanted to talk to you guys about, I'm gonna adjust. But I wanted to talk to you about what I've been doing and how I'm started, like what I started like collecting and everything. So Lemax, Spooky Town, or a Halloween Village has been in my home for a long time. My aunt actually started her town, and I thought it was so cool. So basically I have two aunts, and one of them has a Christmas village. Like, that's probably the most typical thing that people have, like Christmas village. And I grew up looking at the little village. I love it so much. It was so cute. I don't know what it is about like villaging, or yeah, that I love. I think it's so cute. I love it. But I love Christmas, but I do love Halloween as well. And then my other aunt started doing Halloween because she preferred Halloween than Christmas, and so she started buying Halloween pieces. At the time, obviously, I didn't have money, didn't have space, I didn't collect, but I enjoy seeing her collection. And I just remember every year she would always text me like, Michael's has them for 70% off. You gotta go check it out. And that doesn't happen anymore, which is kind of sad. But I just remember going just to see what they had, and I had purchased a few pieces here and there. And because of moving and just like, again, I didn't have my own place, you know, I have to get rid of a lot of things. I always kept a bin of decoration, or decorations for like Halloween and Christmas. So one bin had to fit everything because I didn't really have space or where to store it. And yeah, I had always some Lemax pieces in there, which is kind of sad now that I think about it, because I ended up giving them away. I gave them some to my brother not too long ago, like maybe like 5 years ago, and I just couldn't bring him with me at the time, and so I just ended up getting rid of them. And then 3 years ago I started, you know what, I actually had some pieces left, and so I was like, oh, I want to grow my collection. I forgot how much I love this. And then I started buying some things, and then last year I bought more things, so my collection like doubled the size. And then this year, because I feel like I've loved Spooky Town for so long, I just want to buy every piece that I missed out every year. So as you know, every year they come up with new pieces and new things, and I look at them and I see what I want. And I last like 2 years now I've bought what I wanted from those collections, but then I look back, you know, 2020, 2021, and I'm like, oh yeah, remember I like this piece, and let me find it. And so basically that's why I've rapid fire collected a bunch of pieces, and it's because I'm going back, you know, as you know, 25 years ago of when they first started, and just looking at the pieces and see what I like and what I want to keep, or what I want to buy basically. And that's what I've been doing. I've been doing slowly but surely. I'm not in no rush, although I will say last month I probably bought a little bit too much, but yeah, I just, you know, buying here and there. I have, so what you, I was gonna see my collection, I have 3 main themes. I have a pumpkin patch, that's probably the biggest part of my collection, and then I have a downtown, that's probably the biggest now, actually, with all the new pieces. So a downtown is probably the biggest, like actually like a town, like an actual spooky town, you know, where there's spooky people. Now my town, or the way I see my spooky town, it's very much like, you know, like the movie, like the Halloween Town, like the Disney movie, kind of where like there's people but there's monsters, but they're like witches or something, like they're kind of like some kind of spooky related, but they kind of can look normal. That's kind of what I want. I want a mix of like people, but then also spooky, because I feel like I would love living in a town like that, where there's spooky things like vampires and mummies, but there's also people like me, like normal, right? So that's kind of what the theme is, which is why there's like normal stores, I feel like, and then there's also just like just monster or like, you know, spooky stores overall. So that now I think is the biggest of my collection of like the pieces that I have. And then the third theme is witches. I love witches. Last year I had, if I can find a clip, I will insert it here. I think it's somewhere, I know I added it somewhere, but I don't know if it's on my TikTok or not, but you can find my spooky town if you guys are curious. I added like on the top of my little table, I had the downtown, and then it merged into a witches like corner kind of thing, where I had like some witches village thing and just a bunch of witches basically living there. And this year I am planning on having, obviously, like, because I have the only building, like not building, the only thing that I have is just like a 2-story kind of thing, so I have the top and the bottom. And so this year I want to add my downtown on the top, but just fully downtown, and then at the bottom will probably still be my pumpkin. And then in my room, on top of my dresser, that's the plan, I don't know how well it's gonna go, I want to add my like witches theme. So we'll see how that goes. That is the plan. So I bought a bunch of new witch stuff and just a ton of them, so I am hoping that I kind of can make that work, but we'll see. So that's my main themes. And then I love Halloween people, right? I love the villagers, the people living in the village. I love trick-or-treaters. So I have a grip of those, and I kind of went a little crazy because every time I just see a cute trick-or-treater, I want it, and then it becomes an obsession because it's like, oh, it's a retired piece, and now I have to hunt it down. And I bought it. I've been buying a few of them. I think they're a pretty good deal. I don't think I've spent, you know, maybe 20 bucks on like a set of like 5 or 6 pieces. So I think it's a good deal because, you know, people will sell per little figure for like $10 or $15, and then you pay shipping and stuff, so then it just adds up the price for the little piece. So it just depends how much you want it. But I love people, so I love my little people, my like normal, like my kids and my, you know, the adults. I do like monsters. I like Frankenstein. I like mummies. The only thing I don't collect are zombies. And I don't have anything against zombies. I don't know, it doesn't go with my theme, and so I just don't have any. I think I have a few pieces, and I'm probably gonna get rid of them this year. So I have that that going, and all the witches, every single witch. I think was it last year or 2 years ago? That's when I first put a big order on like eHobby Tools, and I hadn't bought a lot of pieces then, so I literally went and just bought every single witch that they had on, you know, selling. I bought it all, so that was fun. And so my witch theme kind of grew that year. And then this year I have a group of trick-or-treaters. Like, that's gonna be the theme this year. I just have a group. They're so cute. How can I? How can you not? So another thing is buying these things. So if you're just starting or you just want to collect, I can see, like, if you go on Michael's right now, because they're the main retailers that you can find it in store, especially everywhere, they're pretty expensive, and that's just, you know, Michael's upcharges big time. And even if it's not in Michael's, even if you go to like other online, you know, stores, you know, you can look at a building and be like, wow, this is $50-$60, and then you buy another piece, and so that's $100 now. So I get it, it adds up, and then it gets pretty expensive. So I would recommend for you to shop around, look around. A lot of stores go on sale and then do sales. Oops, sorry, my lighting is changing because I guess it's getting cloudy outside. I did not do that the first year. I bought a bunch of things, and then I kind of regretted it because there's other retailers that had it a little bit cheaper. But this year I went, actually last year I started buying off Mercari and Poshmark. I had great deals on Poshmark because not a lot of people buy them on Poshmark, but Poshmark has kind of like a set shipping rate. So the shipping compared to eBay is a lot cheaper. But then because the seller pays more fees, sometimes their prices are higher, but sometimes the pieces just sit there and people just want to get rid of them. And so the first time I bought, I think it was from Poshmark, and I bought like 3 buildings for 60 bucks. And it was a total of like $72 or something like that. And it was a great deal because it was like 3 buildings. And so I would recommend to don't discard Poshmark or Mercari. If they arrive damaged, you can, like, you know, basically sell it. You don't even have to return it if you don't want. You can just say like, oh, it arrived damaged. You want them to go through like the shipping insurance, basically, because it is insured, and that way you can get your money back. That happened to me, and that's what actually I ended up putting a request to return it because it was broken. And then the seller was like, oh, you know, obviously can we go through the insurance thing, because obviously why would she want to get a broken piece back, because now she also lost money. And they ended up just refunding both of us, which was kind of nice. So and then I kept the piece, and then I actually, it was really hard to try to put it together, but that's besides the point. But that's a way you can kind of do it. It's like a safer route. And then Mercari I started buying last year as well. I bought a few pieces from them, and this year I bought a lot more because I'm also a Poshmark and Mercari seller, an eBay seller. So I had Mercari, literally Mercari, I only use it, like I never pay out for Mercari. I just, whatever I sell, I just keep the credit, and then I end up buying Spooky Town. So in my mind, it's free, okay? A little delusional, but whatever I sell on Mercari, if I buy something from Mercari, it's free, baby. Like, I got it for free. So that's another way where you can, I would recommend sell something and then use the credit to buy Spooky Town. That's another way to getting spooky. The only thing Mercari, things can be, because the seller doesn't pay as much fees, I feel like a lot of the pieces are cheaper. So definitely recommend checking Mercari. But they do have the, obviously, the shipping and then the seller fee, like not the seller fee, but the insurance fee or whatever they charge now, that then adds to the price, which is kind of frustrating. But I find that you can still buy you can find pretty good deals. And every month at least they have a deal where they're offering free shipping on any order. Like Mercari just pays for it, and then or they give you 10% off or 20% off or something like that of like one purchase. So I would recommend checking out Mercari if you're in the lookout for buying any of these pieces. And then eBay is one that's like a huge gamble for me, because that's the one that I bought the most, because that is a seller that has the most stuff, right? Like most people sell on eBay than like Mercari or Poshmark. Poshmark has the least pieces, I find, then Mercari, and then you have eBay. eBay has the most, and so I buy the most from eBay. I've received broken pieces. They were able to just like refund me, but it's kind of disappointing because it's like, you wanted that piece, you got a really good deal. I would recommend start buying pieces right after Halloween. Just look and see, maybe December is a good time, because a lot of people start buying Christmas pieces and stuff like that. So I would suggest just casually check eBay to see what they have. Go on the ending soon stuff, you know, you'll find that's the one that I found the really nice like hotel piece. It's a really good deal. I bought that one in February, I want to say, so really good deal then, but that was February. Right now there's still good deals. You can still find certain pieces are still, I think, great priced, but then you're also gonna find a ton of pieces that are very high priced. So just shop around, look. Another thing that I hate is when the vendor just doesn't, I don't know if they don't know how to ship Lemax, and so they just ship it in a box, and it makes me so nervous because the pieces will break, and that's something that, you know, that's just, you can't escape it, basically. You can talk to the seller beforehand, but it is like a little bit of a gamble. I'm like, will my piece arrive safely? Kind of thing. But I think you can find great deals. Always send offers. What's the worst that can happen is say no, or send you another offer, and then you can decide if you want it or not. Like, send offers. If you can, like, or like the item, wait for them to send you an offer. Most sellers send offers. If not, they have an option for you to make offers. I will use that. A lot of the times they might say no, but there's sometimes they can say yes, and then you get it for a great deal. So just use it, just do it. You know, worst thing it comes like, oh well, I'm gonna have to pay for a price, but if I really want it, right? So it's like, it is what it is. But I would just always send offers if I were you. So send offers. If I'm selling something, send me an offer. I swear to God, like 90% of the time I accept. Like, my item could be priced $20 and you offer me $8, I might be like, whatever, just take it off my hands. So I don't care. Basically is what I'm saying. Send me an offer. A lot of the sometimes I'll be like, no, like I can't, because I'll be losing money. But a lot of the times I accept. Shameful plug, I will leave my stores down below so you guys can check them out if you want. But I mostly sell clothes. I will be selling my Lemax pieces there. You will get a better deal in Mercari. I'm not gonna, not because I'm trying to get the credit, no, but it's just I get the most money from Mercari, and shipping always seems to be a little bit reasonable compared to eBay. But again, eBay is also a safer zone, I think, for people. But eventually I will have all the pieces that I'm trying to sell there. I'm trying to get that done by next month, because that's when kind of like the season starts, where people start shopping. Because in July you can definitely see it in Michael's, and June a lot of the online retailers start getting their stock, and so then you can start seeing like you can start ordering like the new releases, so people are just on the hunt, you know, looking then for pieces that they wanted to get. So anyways, that was my long spew on it. I just wanted to talk and let you guys know about my little, you know, just a little bit of tricks. Some of you might have already known this, but if you're new, do this first before going in and jumping in paying full price. Always, also, a good note, you see a piece that you like, get the name and put it on a Google search, because it might give you, like, you might find it cheaper somewhere else. Okay, just search it. Don't buy it right away. Just get it, put it on the search bar, and then search it somewhere else. Poshmark, Mercari, you might find it somewhere else. I don't know, Depop I think sells stuff. I haven't never bought from Depop. Actually my account is like locked. I'm not sure what's going on. I need to figure that out. But I've never bought anything from Depop like that. And I don't think they're known for that. But yes, so oh my god, I was about to excuse me. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching my video and listening to me talk. If you guys listened to the end, congratulations, we're friends now. Too bad. Suck it up. And I'll be making more content soon, and especially more spooky content. So I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye.